Good evening, everyone. I know, crypto's still live, but yeah, I did say come over and like finish it on mine, but I don't know. Let me just. I'll just put the yeah, and hi partners, pin it. So yeah, links there for when anybody wants to come up. So yeah, I fair felt sorry for crypto. Christina letting her down and whatnot. It's hard. Hiya, Jenny. How are you? It's hard, sort of colouring your hair.
How do all?
But when you're doing, oh God, he's in back now. When you're doing something as complex as what crypto's doing, like several different colours, it's got to be. Ooh, bubble gum and fresh berries. Ooh. Oh, she's finally turned up, has she? Oh, that's good. So yeah, I was saying to Chris, I says, I feel sorry for her. She's kept her side at bargain with him, and that I know. Oh, he's still on Crypto's panel, are you? Anyway, um, yeah, he is. Watching women's footy, or it was. So, you.
It's off time.
Oh yeah.
No, it's QPR Reading.
No, he's not. QPR and Reading, he said. But yeah, like is it here? Oh, it's me here. I'm gonna say it was like some on my shoulder, and it was me here. Oh dear, been one of them days. Chris eventually got out. He sort of had a bit of a false start because they were gonna go out. He got in car, got to where he were going, and absolutely peed it down. So yeah, he come back. So he's been out for the sunset. So yeah, so we did manage to get out eventually, but I don't know. Not when there's other football on, Jason.
What's that?
It says get supporting women's footy. It's only a friendly anyway, so yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but they don't take the shirts off to swap them at full time, Jason. There's no point.
Oh dear. But and you'll not be surprised to find out that all cookies has gone. Gone. I did 2 lots. And I'm
last one this time.
I know Callum did. He asked me if I could have it. There were one left. I think he were waiting for Chris to have it, and then he said to me earlier today, and he says, "Can I have that last cookie?" Okie dokie then. Oh, Jenny says she's dying. Oh, I've got loads, Jenny. It's just I've got the dye and everything. I've had it months, but yeah, it's just feeling like it, if you know what I mean. You have to open that door a bit, baby. I'm up now. Hiya, Lee. How are you? So yeah, I did put in Crypto's chart. I'm trying to do her a thumbnail, but I was sort of trying to do it, setting mine up, watching hers, so it's sort of in the pipeline at the moment. So yeah, so I sort of did pre-chat, but obviously she were a bit busy and didn't see it. But I'm sorting a thumbnail out. I haven't forgot about Lee's because I did say I'd do him like an intro and outro, etc. But it's been like past couple of days Yeah, same as Chris says, a little bit hectic.
It's no moon.
Oh dear.
Oh.
So at the beginning, Jason put in if certain word was said. Hi Tony, that Crypto had got to buy him some after eights. So if you want to know where it is, you'll have to scroll back because I'm not saying it. Scroll back right at the beginning of chat before I even went live. So yeah, so basically, if anybody says that word, has got to buy Jason some after 8 minutes.
Oh.
So.
If anybody says drone, Mrs. P's got to buy me a new drone.
Yeah, not on your Nelly. I don't think so. Oh, he says he's waiting for Johnny 5. Yeah, because he's just recently had some done, hasn't he, Jason? 2, in fact.
To what? Oh, tax?
Yeah. Well, Chris has sort of just, but he didn't say it.
Tattoos! And I didn't even know what word were. So I just guessed it because you said that.
Yeah. Does that mean you've got to buy him a box after 8s now then? Because you said it.
I need to be sent.
Do you know, there's always one, isn't there?
But if Crypto's buying him, does it? No matter how many times we say the word. Tattoos, 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 tattoos.
That's blown that out at water then, Jason. But yes, thanks, Chris. Well, you can always trust Chris to let side down, Jason.
I didn't know what it was. You just said he got 2 of them, and I said what? And you said yeah.
Hiya, Warren. How are you? But yeah,
Hiya, Warren.
I was sort of trying to give, yeah, like an, you know, without saying it, if you know what I mean. Dagon Morningstar. Whatever that is. Hey? Oh. It's all right. So if there's anybody new in, I always like to check the channels out. Yeah, as people will tell you, yeah, I've had quite a few, you know. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's all right then, Jenny. Same as I say, when you come on panel the night and Natty come on as well, and another person came in and I says to you, you know, is it anybody you know? And when you said no, that were it. Boom, they'd gone. So yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say she just said that it's one of her friends. So you know problems that we've had. So if I sort of think I'm being a bit overcautious, then yeah, I am being a bit overcautious. You know.
Just be on the safe side.
Yeah. What were the you know, them that live under the bridge? I'm not going to say the word. So I'm going to say no, they come out at night, but yeah, a lot of them come out during the day, don't they? You know. So yeah, not too bad, Tony. Not too bad. Sort of sent like, I don't know, like last couple of days I've met myself coming back, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know, busy and done now. No, I know my lady travel. She says don't throw me out. Well, what it is, my lady, we had Jenny's Mashup, which is a new lady to the community, and there were another lady that knows Jenny, and basically they both came on the panel, but then this other person came up, and I says, "Is he one of yours?" Or and she says, "No, I've never heard on blah blah blah." So I just kicked him out at studio, and then they tried to come back in, so I abandoned. Yeah. Not too bad. How are you, my lady? Partner says it's a certain bridge that 3 goats wanted to cross. But no, I'd never thrown my lady out. I mean, I've spoke to her personally,
Well, I don't know that, am I?
So yeah, but it's one of these things that, like all of us, we've got certain conditions, and you just don't, you can't always be there, if you know what I mean. So but it's always nice to see you, my lady. And I mean, we had Bella come in, I think, about a week ago. So she's been sort of through the wars, let's just say, in recent months. So yeah, she's just started uploading again onto YouTube. So she's feeling a lot better, but she's still got like a back problem, sciatica in her back, which in essence is a trapped nerve in your back.
I'm off sunrising in the morning.
Oh, yeah. You know where I'll be in bed snoozing.
You're in snooze rising.
There'll be no sunset for me, only in my dreams.
I'll show you the pictures.
Well, I say I'm as rough as a butcher's dog, but yeah, she says I'm as rough as an old diamond. But this is the thing, we in some way. I mean, I turned 60 on 22nd of September. I mean, yeah, it's only a number.
26th, did you say?
22nd of September. Yeah, anyway. Hey, up. What? I added him and he went.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Lee, he was there. I just clicked to add him and he went. Chris, you will be up at the crack of dawn, yeah?
Yeah, definitely determined to get out of bed this time.
What happened there, Lee? Oh, I clicked to add you and you went.
Yeah, StreamYard decided to be a pain.
Partner said, never mind. Dawn.
Oh, do you want some bad news?
Go on then.
I'm down to one monitor.
Oh dear.
My monitor in the back.
Oh, what are you doing, Lee? You seem to have problems at every turn.
No, the telly, I just couldn't get to grips with that telly as a monitor. It was no use.
Oh, but lady says,
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's the person that can't use it properly. That's what.
No, I'm getting it. I've already.
It's all right. That one made Chris titter.
I'm only having one on the
what Dawn's crack?
No.
Monitor. The monitor that's on the wall.
It's not the equipment. It's the person that uses it.
or more accurate, the person that can't use it.
Well, yeah.
I've got a better setup now. Are we on the right camera?
What's that old saying? All the gear and no idea.
I've redone me.
Speak for yourself,
monitor is in place. That one's back where it belongs.
Speak for yourself. Who's Sam Gloves? Does anybody know Sam Gloves? Gloves?
Yes.
Sam Gloves.
Yeah.
Gloves.
It's someone through the other community, through the ones that have been in. Sam.
Lee, pan up your camera. We don't want to see your bits.
How many partners? How many videos you got in the bank?
Oh God! I mean, his videos in
Well,
blank, and you know where you can stuff them, Lee.
Let's have a look. What did I have? One's come.
I've got
one
3.
come out today, and it's the 7th of
I've got
September.
3.
I've got 4 more after that.
Well,
I've
Chris,
got
All
3.
edited and uploaded.
Chris
I've
has got 3 in bank, and he's editing 1 now.
Well, I don't know too many pictures.
I've got 3 in the bank.
Yeah, well, I finished one
I've just
today.
finished editing one before you were live.
I've been working on. I've been
3
working
in
on
the
caravan. I had a
bank.
couple of days off.
I'm gonna
What are you doing, Tony?
part
Making a
2
cup of tea.
tomorrow.
Oh, what are
Funky
you doing a
caravan.
lot
Oh,
more
look,
than
look,
that?
look at. Is it funky
Making a cup of tea.
AirTech ceiling?
Nice Buick feeling, yeah.
Yeah, so popular. Was it the 80s or the 70s?
80s.
Yeah. Along with avocado bathroom suite.
I grew up in the 80s.
That is so
man.
80s. I bet he's got an avocado bathroom suite and a Mark III Escort packed in driveway.
We're all gonna have to pack as live streams in as many as we can because of these power cuts supposedly for 3 hours.
What a load of
That's slightly
What
better
a
than
load of
upstairs.
Wally.
Yeah.
that won't
So-
happen.
See, Lee, when you get to my age and you start going a proper beard, it's not bum fluff anymore, it's blow fluff, as I call it.
I know, I need to get a shave. I'm a stuffy gap.
But this is the
2
thing.
weeks for me.
To me, it's scaremongering saying, well, we could well have blackouts for 3 hours. I says to Chris, what we're going back to 80s.
70s. That was
80s. 80s was where it was at, you know. What do you mean going back to the 80s?
Yeah, 80s were good. Great music.
I don't think Lee was old enough in the 80s. I don't think he was born. I don't think he was even there in the 80s.
It were, believe you me, Tony, it were.
Was he? Are you sure? He looks so young.
He's in his 40s. 40.
He only looks 30 to me, Jeanette. Are you sure he's 40?
Yeah.
I am past 40.
Yeah, 40
Yeah,
whatever.
he is.
Well, Batman never changes, so I think he's a Time Lord.
No, I'm just
I
a
just,
model.
he never ages at all. So
I
I
can
just
remember
think
his 70s
he
when we
generated.
were having blackouts.
I'm
Mm.
900 years old and still in the prime of my life.
he's.
But actually, that what a Doctor Who quote as it happens.
Well, yeah. Yeah. He never ages. I mean, you know, his car, he shows his car as a background because you know what type of cars he's got. But all the time I've known him, he's never changed. He's never altered. So there's something he's got I don't know about because he never alters. I'm getting older and he's getting bloody younger.
Hey, Choppers, how are you?
Oh,
Hi, Chopper.
what's that? Is it a case of Benjamin Button or Time Traveler's Wife or something?
Yeah. So if you don't know about this, guys, you need to check out this channel.
How are you?
The downside, I ain't got the since I've removed the thing. I haven't got the webcam in front of the laptop.
I need to get a new one if I do come back. Like I need to get mine stopped working. About a month after I stopped coming on YouTube, stopped working talking.
Jennifer, I sort of didn't want to sort of say it because it's new to the channel, but yeah.
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 Yeah,
It keeps pouring in I love gloves, yeah, you know what I mean? That sort of
spamming.
It's
yeah.
the last 80s car I owned.
Yeah.
But,
See,
but
classic
yeah, you know what I
cars
mean?
and
I think again.
Classed as spamming, Sam. That is classed as spamming, and YouTube are cutting down
That's
on
what
it.
I got missed, Jeanette. Of doing live streams, you used to get the idiots who used to spam and troll, and you was on
the
a line
thing
with
is,
people.
you know, if sort of you keep pouring the same thing in over and over again, it's
Yeah,
back to
it's
spam.
flooding.
And
It's
I'm
called
going
flooding
to be
chat.
the one that's penalised for it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Especially the way they're doing it at the moment.
Yeah, that's the classic caravan partner. So that's the last time. That's the classic electro caravan. I remember growing up, going in one of them when they were younger. I mean, 20 years ago.
I mean, the thing
Okay.
is, Sam. I mean, when you come here, we're a nice, friendly community. You know, we sort of have a laugh, have a joke, blah blah blah. You know, you'll get into gist of things, you know, by listening or watching chat, you know what I mean? I mean, Choppers is from Australia, you know what I mean?
Well, he's not. He's in punch. Is he on the Sunday? He's on now because it's Friday.
Lotto numbers then, Choppers. It says it's 6:20.
Oh, Choppers Low. I remember him.
But yeah, Choppers is one that's been around. I mean, like my lady's
Yeah, I
been
remember him.
around. And
You remember me? Somebody else. I'm a town lot. Choppers Hill because I've been back that many times. With different
it's like
channels.
Bella. I mean, she's had her. Well, she's still going through her health problems, but yeah, you know what I mean. We're a nice, friendly community. You know, we get on, we have a laugh. You know, if you knew, we just one word is interact with the chat, and you know you'll be fine.
I am here.
But
No
yeah,
food in the chat.
Chris went out for sunrise. He had a false start. We're gonna sunset. Sorry, it's tomorrow. He's going out for sunrise. Yeah, he got all his gear, got in car, went to wherever we were going, and it started absolutely banging it down. So we said,
really near as well. Because today I was working on caravan. I got caught in some rain.
Yeah, he had to sort of say, well, yeah, no, this is not happening. So we come back home, and then he went out for sunset.
Well, we've had learned since that heat wave. All we've had since is cold and wet weather. That's all we've had.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We've not had, I mean, this is why we can't get used to the heat wave because we don't have it like that in this country. We're not built for it in this country. You know what I mean? And it's something we're not used to.
Chopper says he's just started his chuck up. Boy, it's noisy. It's so quiet. But
he's always, if it's the same one I'm thinking of, Jeanette, he always makes stuff out of all sorts.
Yeah, that's Chopper.
It's made all sorts, guys. You need to check out these channels as well.
But yeah, and a hot rod for his cat.
Yeah, I remember, and the cat thing, the cat he had for the cat. Yeah, I remember that.
That's having a makeover.
Yeah.
But so yeah, you know what I mean. It's there's quite a few sort of popping in that I haven't seen for a while. You know what I mean? Yeah. That have been. I mean, Richard's like RB Rail. He's been around since year dot. You know what I mean?
What is he? Is he round like a bowl? You'll have it with me for that.
I was talking the last couple of days, Jeanette, on Twitter about this government and other governments, and there's someone on Twitter at the moment. I don't think he was around when Tony Blair was in because he's only 27, so I don't think he remembered Blair when Blair was in. You know what I mean? He's saying, don't like Truss, don't like this government. It would be better if Labour got back in. This is what you've got to shout remember because Labour has been in, and after a while, people got sick of him, so they got to do him. Yeah. So
the thing is, Liz Truss is only just a recent Prime Minister. She's took all of Boris Johnson's cock-ups and whatever on board.
Yeah, basically, she got to pick up the pieces
and made a bigger cock-up, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Yeah. Talk of the devil and the shore to appear.
Hey up, Johnny.
Hey up, Johnny.
Johnny Fans, he's alive.
Yeah, Johnny Five is alive.
Yeah, but I thought there's no point saying this government isn't any good when they've not given it time of day. You know what I mean? He was saying she's been in the cabinet for so many years and she wanted to be a PM and all this bit. And I thought, well, it can't have been that old because he wanted to remember Labour, would he? When Labour was in.
But I looked at it this way. Let's say, for instance, a lot of people have jumped from the Conservative Party to Labour.
Yeah.
They've still got to pick up pieces, whoever gets in.
It's different if you're in their shoes. It's like saying on Twitter and place, even on YouTube, you know, I could do a better job, or this is done. But unless they've done it themselves, they haven't got to comment. They're just saying, we don't like this government, don't like this thing.
And I've always said this, Tony, they all piss in the same pot.
It's been said for years.
That's basically, in a nutshell, whether you're massive raving loony party or whatever.
Oh yeah, I've seen them a few
You
times.
know what I mean? They
Yeah.
all pick the same pot.
And
I
the
am
other
voted.
screaming lord such.
Yeah,
Go-
I
Yeah,
am
I know he's still
voted
going.
Single
for
by-election.
God knows how long for that.
He's still going, partners,
reason
I think.
only.
He's-
See you
he's
later.
brown
Children.
bread.
Well, I was trying to make a point, Jeanette, that it doesn't matter what government gets in. I said you don't have a third choice. You've got Labour or Conservative. You haven't got a third choice, which you should have, because then you have another option. But you it's either
Liberal
Labour or
Democrats.
Conservative. You've no bloody choice, basically.
I mean, whatever party gets into power, they're only going to
Yeah.
inherit the problems from previous
Yeah,
government.
of the previous government. Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's always happened, hasn't it? Look what happened when
Yeah.
Cameron got in. He had to pick up Albury.
I think Cameron's a bit up
cock
himself with this. To be truthful, partners, it's like he was doing this for. If everybody goes through it this way, I'll resign. And he thought he was pushing it, wasn't he? He thought, oh, it won't happen. It bloody happened, so he had to resign. So
Yeah,
he
well,
put his, so
I'll
fair enough, he
tell
resigned.
you what's heartbreaking is they were on about these power cuts and whatever, and
Yeah.
on news there were this disabled lad basically,
Yeah.
and his dad is his full-time carer. He's fed through a tube, and he relies on all this equipment
Yeah,
to keep him alive. And his dad's saying, "Well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do if they have these?"
Yeah.
But then on flip side, they're saying, "Well, don't worry, hospitals and whatever's going to be all right." So why can't they say same about these people that rely on
Right.
electrical?
Well, have you not led, So is it 40,000 plus nurses have left NHS? There's a shortage of nurses because they've all left. You know what I mean?
Well, they can blame them.
And it's struggling to recruit more nurses.
You know what I mean? To me, nurses, hospital doctors,
Yeah.
not GPs in particular, but
Yeah, no. I know what you talk
the-
about consultants and stuff, yeah.
country,
Yeah.
through the pandemic,
Yeah, I know, they did a lot. Yeah, I know that.
they want nighting. They want,
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that, totally. You know what I mean? But there's a reason why they're leaving. You know what I mean? It's
And-
probably
and-
the working conditions
and
and
then
stuff why they're leaving.
basically, when the pandemic started to slow down a bit, they got
Yeah.
shit on from a great height.
Yeah,
Basically.
and also that. Yeah. Not appreciated, basically. Yeah.
No job, no job. That was
Yeah.
the
That was disgusting, I
you
thought.
know what I mean? And it was disgusting.
Yeah, I
Well,
thought that
get
same.
Johnny
Yeah,
started
it's
on
disgusting
that.
all what they've done,
And them
and they get that.
nurses need a gold medal. They've kept,
Yeah, Yeah.
to exhaustion practically.
yeah. Well, they're walking around
You know
like
what I mean?
zombies, weren't
They've
Yeah.
sort of been dead on their feet, but they've
Yeah.
still kept going.
they? Yeah,
and then
they're not moaning about it. They've just gone in and done
they
the job.
got shit on from a great height. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a giant seagull shitting everywhere. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe they feel like they're underappreciated. Maybe that's why they've all gone. And gone and done the quiz. But again, that's 40,000 they're short of now.
And that's our government.
So what?
You know.
Yeah, well, you see, this is another thing. So the government, to me-
people beneath look up and all they see is arseholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But government to me don't. I mean, I've said to you before that they penalise the poor for the sake of the rich, basically. And I don't
Anyone
agree with
want a
that.
coffee? Well, I'm going to make myself one.
No, I've already got one, Lee.
Don't do coffee. I've got plenty
All
of
the
time.
stuff for me to ages ago, but I never got down to
Yeah,
them.
I've sacked Iron Brew before anyone asks.
I mean, space and stuff.
It's gone with this.
Just tell me, mother, in yard, innit?
All the way from Aldi. 149 a pack of
Mm.
6. And get it in orange.
It's partners. This is all what's in. It does
Yeah, you can get
trends
it in
and stuff.
tropical as
It's one
well.
up here.
Tropical blast. It's like
This one does
grill.
general stuff. That's his carbon. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just bacon and all
I
sorts
mean,
of
we're not talking politics.
The only chance he gets that is this, because normally
Well,
when
the
it's false,
general
it's the art.
politics.
There's no chance. All right.
It's
Just tell a nice thing about you doing it, that's all.
the fact that if they can do that to nurses, then
Yeah.
shame on you, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have to be a country where everything it's free. NHS is free. Where in America, I think we've discussed this before on streams. You have to pay for everything in America. I think Canada's the same. You have to pay for healthcare.
But in retrospect, I mean, Tony, NHS isn't free. You've got to pay your national insurance. So
I know that, but I'm all about paying as in private insurance. That's what I'm talking about.
For the NHS to stay free.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've noticed another thing about kids. I mean, they've had this big thing, the government, for years about the immigration classes, people going into this country. Now, I've said this before, we're a small island in the English Channel, all right? Back in the 80s, I've said this before as well, back in the 80s, when I was at school, going way back because I had to do a project on it, there was something like 36 to 37 million people in this country. That was back in the 80s. Now, you're talking a billion plus, and half of them are people come from abroad, coming here. You know what I mean? Using our facilities and stuff. I mean, there's no facilities. There's no space for more.
But yeah, I mean, the government are letting them come in. You know what I mean? It's
stop them coming in. We got too many. Yeah.
Hi, Richard. How are you?
I mean, I'm not saying racist to this, but I just think that to me, there should be a point where they stop getting these people coming in.
But,
you know what I mean?
But the thing is, Tony, you're never going to stop them because look at that's happened in the last few days. Were it Greece, Crete?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But there must be. I mean, I don't know if partners or somebody else on your stream said, well, it's because we're soft touch. We give everybody things. You know, we give them out all the time. There's no rules why they shouldn't be entitled to this or they shouldn't be entitled to that.
Offering them a new life wherever. You know,
new house.
You know
all
what I mean?
benefits and all this business. It should be stopped. If you're not born in this country, you shouldn't have it. You know what I mean? That's the government's fault.
Because there's a song that sort of says that sort of thing.
Yeah, but I'm not being racist here, partners, but I just don't think it's on where people who aren't born in this country should be getting all this stuff, what people have been born here. I mean, fair enough, there's a lot of ethnic minorities who are born here, but what about ones who've not been born here? And they're getting anything what somebody else could get. And they're smiling. They're learning the newspaper like, welcome to Britain. I just think it's disgusting. You know what I mean? Government needs
I've got nothing against anybody. I mean, when you think...
No, I'm not against, but it comes to the point where you're going, look, we've got too many here now.
And the only way that they can escape that despicable treatment...
Contributing.
Yeah, but it's... Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Jim, but I still don't think, if, you know, fair enough. I mean, this government said, all the people coming from... I mean, there's people, thousands of them coming from Ukraine because of the war. It's nothing to do with us, but we still have these families out, fair enough, right? But there comes to a point where you have to say, well, no more. That point system, Australia, they don't take just everybody. You've got to go on the point system. If you don't meet the point system, you don't come in. Why don't we go that way? But they won't because it's all to do with money. They haven't got money for it. You know what I mean? But it's like, let's just say, at least about this government so much in debt.
Chris says something about smelly armpits. He ain't because he's got David Beckham. Right?
Yeah, but we've still got debt, Jeanette, in this country. We've still got debt.
It's like
you don't seem to talk about that much.
Tony. Every country's in the same boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm just waiting to see because I'm waiting to see how good she does with this cost of living crisis because that's a big thing at the moment. What's in the news and stuff. Whether she's going to do what she says she's going to do. You know what I mean? Or she's going to be all talk like the last PM. You know, Johnson, we'll do this, we'll do that. Or May the best. I'll get Brexit done. She never got bloody Brexit done in the 3 years she was in power. You know what I mean? I got sick of hearing about that off her. We got Brexit done. I'm just here for Brexit.
Sandwich
do it.
Yeah, Boris got Brexit done, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. That's my thought. Pat was only in it job 5 minutes. He got Brexit done just like that. But May, no chance. I mean,
but this is the thing. It's like Chris gets on a Monday carer's allowance. Yeah. Now I'm not going to tell you how much, but it's way below national minimum wage, and it equates to £1.99 an hour.
Right. It's a bit
now that for a full-time carer, it's absolutely disgusting to me.
Yeah. Well, why are they not paying more? Where's the money going? That's what you want to know. Where's the money going?
I get more. Do you know? On
Yeah, but
events,
where's it
I
going,
will
Lee?
not
Where's
go out.
this money in tax? Where's it going? I mean, somebody's getting deep pockets somewhere in the government. So where's it going?
I'm not going to go into details, but yeah, the
Yeah,
amount
no, political stream badge in that. Yeah.
It equates to about $1.99 an hour. Now, how many
That's
carers
nothing.
do you know that
They won't work for that.
$1.99 an hour?
They won't work for that, Jeanette. The only people who will work for that is the foreigners,
Well,
not
yeah,
the British people. They won't work for that.
Absolutely
Polish.
disgusting. And
Peanuts.
this is what pees me off about.
Yeah, it ticks me off
Chris,
as well.
do you know
Not
by
confusing,
now?
Oh, I'll show you something now, partners.
Yeah.
Look over there.
Have you got it up and running yet?
No.
I think partners is Mr. Tway should have been in the
Oh, what are you
government,
doing?
should be the MP. He'll sort it
I
out.
I
need
don't-
to
I
ring
don't
you.
do
I'll
government.
ring you tomorrow.
But yeah, you know what I mean. And this is what you're having to.
Oh, I'm saying I can't get
Okay.
into my house.
You know, it got to
It comes
a
up on
point
screen.
where It
Yeah, it says
Oh,
Viglin.
point where
No, it won't even come up.
hi, hello,
Looks like you're talking
how are you?
I'm getting conversations here left, right, and centre. I'm just trying to think what Lee's talking about.
Chris were working, Callum were at school
Yeah.
/ or college, and I
Yeah,
kept having tumbles. Now,
right.
this particular day, I had a fall, and I managed to get to the sofa and drag myself up. Now,
Yeah.
Chris come home from work that night, and he said to me, he says, well, look at this scenario. He said, if you hadn't have fell near settee and
Yeah.
been able to drag
Nick has been
yourself
left on the
up,
floor
he
for
said,
hours.
you would have been lay on that floor
Yeah.
until either
Yeah.
I came home or Callum came home. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
one-
dangerous, do you know?
That's
when
one
you
of the
own your own.
factors
Because
why
Yeah,
it becomes
dangerous.
empty.
he packed his
Yeah.
job up to be my full-time
Yeah, become a
carer.
carer, yeah.
Because,
Yeah. Well, he's out from that
Yeah,
place, isn't it?
I mean, partners to tell you, I had butted door in there, and all my nose were bruised, all my
Yeah.
arms were
Yeah.
bruised. And, yeah,
Tripped
you
over
know,
your feet.
Chris were on hand that night,
Mm.
and I felt since then, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, for him to pack his job up,
Yeah.
a paying job, I'll
Yeah.
you know,
Look,
to be my
all
full-time
my workbench,
carer.
look. All my workbench nice and clean.
It looks tidy, like, compared to my study. My study looks like a tip.
I've redone
You know what I
it.
mean? It's
But
not
yeah,
been done for you.
same as I've said.
Bloody tip.
Partners will tell you, was it this tidy?
That's more organised than what I've got. Where
not
upstairs.
Hi,
quite. no.
Jamie.
Now,
Hi,
I'm only seeing this person 2 times.
Why, thank you. Great introduction. I appreciate that.
He's from the States, I gather. His
Yeah,
accent.
stateside.
Yep, I'm from the
So his
States.
accent, guys. I mean, a lot of Americans I've been on the streams, they say we've not got accent. They have got accent compared to us. I don't care what they say. They have got accents.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Yes,
Right.
yes. We
But
have.
they don't sound.
have-
They don't
we have
sound
the
like
accents.
us, basically. Yeah,
Or somebody from New York sounds different to somebody from the South.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, yes.
About this, it doesn't matter
So
which,
there are
which
accents
state you
in
went
the
to. We'd have all
United
different accents when you go to each place.
So
Well, I used to live in Florida. Now I live in Pennsylvania, so I'm kind of
Pennsylvania.
yeah.
I know a bit.
With all the stuff.
Yeah, I'm a linguistic
It's
mutt.
crazy with that storm,
Oh,
wasn't it?
do you learn different languages and stuff? Is that what you do?
Can I just interrupt a minute? Jenny
Yes.
says she gets care 14 hours a
Right.
week. They charge social services £28 an hour to go and
Right.
care for her, and then they pay the carers minimum wage. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting. Should be ashamed of themselves.
But
But they
I mean,
don't.
I look at it this way: it were one of them things where they will carry on working and
Yeah.
hope that Jeanette don't have another tumble. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that's not. You can't sell your future, Jeanette, can you?
That's it. That's it.
Right.
So that's sort of why he packed his job up to become my full-time carer.
Yeah.
But then they pay you pittance for doing it. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know whether it's the same
It's
way
just-
you are, Jamie. You know what? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
but carers do an important job and they get underpaid for it, which I think is disgusting.
I mean, whatever way you look at it, whether it's in a care home, whether it's going out to visit people in their own homes,
Yeah.
want their independence and, you know, have a carer come in like Jennifer, to pay a minimum wage, it's absolutely disgusting.
It is. It is.
So
They
what
should pay
they're
more. I
charging-
agree.
What they charging people, you know, it is. It's disgusting. I mean, I don't know whether it's happening the same way you are, Jamie. You know,
For the most part, unfortunately, it is. Yes. And the thing with healthcare for the healthcare workers, because we don't have government healthcare here, the healthcare for them is actually one of the worst, which is kind of ironic, because I used to work in the healthcare field.
Saying previously, I mean, our government, when in the height of the pandemic, you know, our nurses were, you know, suffering like mental breakdowns. They were working themselves to death basically through the pandemic, and then all of a sudden, the government said no jab, no job, and they got shit on from a big eye, basically saying, well, if you don't get this job, you not have a job. You know what I mean? And it to me, that's disgusting. They got.
It is disgusting. I agree with you.
Yeah, they were done dirty, no doubt about it.
Definitely.
Well, it's like that you use them for a bit, and when it suits them, they use them, and then when it doesn't suit them, you don't get the job, you're sacked basically. It's not very nice.
I mean, I'm of this, you know. It's each individual whether to have it or not. It's down to each individual. I would never.
I think my jumper's been to church.
Only.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's personal preference. That's personal choice. And
I've had my phone from this week, you know.
As my camera froze.
I don't know all we can see. It's top of your head.
I can't see anything from me.
No, camera froze.
You know, that's personal choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would never discriminate against somebody or say, well, if you're not vaccinated,
Yeah, camera's froze.
You know what I mean?
Camera's froze.
His camera, you know, that's the best he's looked so far.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's
Definitely an improvement.
It is an improvement.
You know, I mean, whatever preferences I've got, whatever preferences anybody else has got, that's up to them. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
I would never.
Hey, when I start editing the next video after this one, I've got to start putting cards in it. You know, above for if you haven't seen. You know.
End cards and
titles.
No.
Yeah.
You know, when I do a series like part 1, part 2, part 3,
yeah,
I'm going to start putting the link for if you haven't seen part 1, go back to it and all this.
Yeah, end cards.
You mean in the description or that little eye in the corner? The
one you see, if there's on top right, you put
Yeah.
the link. So
Yeah,
video,
it's like when Chris puts a video up, he puts a link to his playlist, but he also puts a link to a different video.
Yeah, I need to go to my air playlist. Let's see if I can get my camera to work. Right.
I've been doodling about intros and outros, Jamie. I've got quite
Oh, great! That
We're
was
good at it.
Camera.
She's quite an expert at it now.
Well, what I
still
do,
can't do it,
I
but don't
use
what?
Canva for my thumbnails, right?
Yeah, 11 years.
And I noticed the
Never
other
knew
day,
any course.
it says intro.
wrong
and outro.
camera
And
again.
I thought, I wonder, you know what I mean? So I've been messing about and doing me.
I'll have to look at that, Jet. If I decide to come back, I'll have to look into camera because I was paying the professional part of it, you know, like so much a month for it. You know what I mean? For doing the thumbnails and stuff. So I'll have to look into that.
Laughing at what?
So I record my thumbnails on free version of Canva.
That camera is going to have to move that way.
Chris has put, what I want to know is what has Lee had for tea tonight? Sprite curry on toast.
No, I had ham butties.
And butties.
Oh dear. Well,
So,
Jamie, we were having
Basically,
tonight.
some ham in between a couple of slices of bread.
He'd
Yeah.
been out and bought some steak and then just chucked a pasta sauce on top on it.
There you go.
I got it out of the freeze. I got it out of the freezer, and that's what I done.
What?
I think what's the
Well,
word?
I don't
I
really-
think it's always.
Lee's cuisine.
I think he eats all his disgusting sandwiches because he likes the taste.
That's a delicacy for Lee.
And
What?
he says to me, he said, well, it was that
Bolognese
sauce that you have
sauce.
on what you make bolognese with. And I went,
Yeah, yeah, pasta
bolognese,
sauce.
throwing it on steak, Lee.
Yeah.
Spaghetti bollock naked.
Well, here in Pennsylvania, all their eggplant are coming in. So now there's all these eggplant recipes every place.
Eggplant, do you say?
Yeah,
Eggplant.
Eggplant, yes.
Lee's
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
I've heard
the yeah, this'll do. Chuck it in.
Does he? I bet he does like crisp with tomato ketchup on and makes a sandwich out of it.
Right.
Fish
We
fingers and
No,
twa-
I
fish
tell you what, does he put
fingers
HP
and a
sauce
load
on
of
his
brown
Sunday dinner?
sauce. That's me.
Brown sauce. Oh, that's worse. Brown sauce.
Yeah.
Do you know why we're called Wilson's gravy?
I'll have a red
Because
sauce
Harold
and brown
Wilson-
sauce butty.
He put brown sauce. He put HP sauce on it.
There's nothing to it. There's just brown sauce on your butter, like nothing else. I mean, where's your 3-4 day, whatever you call it? It doesn't exist, does it? Just have that.
Okay, for someone on the opposite side of the pond, what is this brown sauce?
HP brown sauce.
XP, brown sauce.
Just Google it, Jamie.
Well,
Okay.
HP is the main brand. It's the best known
do
brand
do
of
another
brown
one, and
sauce.
it's
Got
called
molasses in it
Daddy's.
and vinegar.
But Chris,
Daddy
no,
sauce.
Daddy's is a no. Chris is an HP guy all day long.
Tomato ketchup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you've got
It's a quite tasty, to be honest with you.
and then you've got
Nobody likes it.
what we call brown sauce. It's
Hmm.
opposite to tomato ketchup.
Well, HP's
I don't know what
brand.
to
I'll
put in
put
it.
a link to
I
Wikipedia
can
article.
find
There you
everything.
go. There's a Wikipedia article about brown sauce there.
I can actually find everything. Because I've got some organisation. When
Oh,
partners
all them
came-
lots out of the minds,
It's-
Lee. If you saw my study,
not
it's
too
like a
dissimilar
tip.
to Worcester sauce.
Worcestershire
when-
sauce.
when
Yeah, that's
partners
very.
It's a
came
different
here,
Worcester
my
sauce, but it's-
workbench, and to wonder and knew where everything was.
Well, it's like I was saying a while back about peanut butter. I prefer the something to the crunchy, but a lot of people don't like peanut butter.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
peanut butter.
because they're like, I don't like that.
And
We're
jelly,
not peanut butter. I'll admit we're not peanut butter.
peanut butter
fans.
and jelly.
I don't like crunchy dinner. I said this before. I prefer the smooth one. I tried the crunchy. I'm not keen on it.
Jason will know what I'm on about. Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, no, I've never had that.
Peanut. All it is peanut butter and jam, basically.
Is that what it is?
Jamie, that's HP brown sauce.
Yeah, I was looking it up as you guys were talking. It says it's been around since 1899. Don't you think it would have been spoiled by now?
Why have they not shipped it to America? Well, somebody ship it to him in America so he
It
can
was
taste it.
1895 when it was introduced.
Oh, okay.
It says after
Yeah.
making its first appearance on British dinner tables in the late 19th century, HP sauce went on to become an icon of British culture.
Oh, we put the
There you
Wikipedia
go.
link in.
I've got the
Introduced in
Wikipedia link for
1895,
HP sauce.
7 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know. So can you not ship stuff to him so you can experience some brown sauce in America?
I've actually seen now since I saw the page for it. I did see it here in America.
Right,
just
so you
never
have
tasted it
got
myself.
something to it then.
But yes,
Yeah.
Harold Wilson, he loved HP sauce.
Did he? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, because his wife let slip in an interview. His wife gave an interview to the Sunday Times,
Right.
and she said, "If Harold has a fault, it is that he will drown everything with HP sauce."
Yeah. No, she switched light off. Switch light back on. That's my mother, that. Switch light off.
Put some money in the meter.
She switched light off because
Feed
she's
the
in bed.
hamster. Feed the hamster. I don't mean Richard Hammond.
That just cracks me up. Because she does, she switches live off Jamie, and she doesn't realise that I'm live on it. She doesn't understand how live streams work. She's done that a few times where I've been live on my own channel, and she switches the lights off. And I'm like, I'm live, and they say, where's Tony gone? And I'm still there, but there's like just a select image of me. You know, a black image, like a bit like the Milk Train Man.
Well, right
because-
now you have a nice little halo over your head.
There's no angel.
She's so partner.
Yep, Angel
Devil in
Tony.
disguise.
But yeah, you must remember, Jimmy. I mean, you must have had a lot of eye adverts in the States. You know, the old-fashioned adverts, what we used to have over here. They were talking a few years. I just they were talking about this a few years back, only recently. It's only a few years ago. They were going to bring back the milk tray advert because I think the last one was in the 90s. But I always used to think, how did the Milk Train Man survive a shark attack? Because he's jumping in the sea, and there's a big shark there.
When he's jumped off cliffs and hang gliding.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
was
James
like,
Bond
I thought he's not going to
type
survive that because the shark's there. There's a few sharks. I thought, how the hell is he going to survive that?
Oh.
And then
we
next
have-
minute he comes out the end.
Yeah.
He's
Well, we
alive,
have
and the shark's like not been touched him.
Oh.
It was a James Bond type character, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, it was James Bond with his sweater and because a woman loves milk train.
I mean, probably Jamie hadn't heard of this, but the phrase was,
Yeah.
"The lady loves milk tray." And,
Yeah, but
you know,
did you?
I mean, somebody jumping off a cliff and going like down.
Swimming with sharks, yeah.
You know, give me the
Onto a
goddamn
boat.
chocolates, never mind going through all that.
Onto the boat
Yeah,
has to be Jamie in the water as he's jumping off the cliff, so he's not got far to swim to the boat.
Yeah,
And then he gets
it'll
just stood
swim-
back in the
it'll
water
swim
again,
from-
and the sharks
from
are there.
York,
I'm thinking he's not going to survive the shark attack.
break into woman's
Yeah, you know
cabin
what I
and
mean.
leave
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
box of milk tray.
In the
It's
dead of
calling time.
night, you know, creeping through.
Yeah,
the-
you can't
Yeah.
see anything.
I'd say, for God's sake, just give me in, never mind all that palaver.
Just
Anyway,
see Jeanette
I've dropped to
in the
Wikipedia
boat.
link.
For Christ's sake, just give me the
Another
chocolates.
thing that's been in news as well. I heard about Quality Street. I heard Richard. So yeah,
Hello,
they're
Richard.
doing away
Hello and goodbye.
with the wrapping, and it's all
Yeah.
going to be
See through
eco-friendly. Let's just say.
and see through.
Well,
So
there's
yeah, it's going to be more eco-friendly according to what,
Yeah,
what
it's going to be see through though. It's not going to be.
Have you noticed Lee flicks up his ears and you talk about see-through?
That's another thing. You know, who cares? I just want chocolates inside of them. Never mind what
Yeah.
they're wrapped in. You know what I mean? They could
Yeah,
be wrapped
Well,
in this
talk about Toy Street.
tissue
Have
paper,
you seen how
newspaper,
small they've
all
got
that
all the ears,
bit, you know what I
and
mean?
the tins? Have you
Oh,
seen how
yes.
small the chocolates have got inside the tins of Quarter Street? It's not as much as it used to be. And the H's
It's
made a small bag, but they're charging more.
Everything else, Tony. It's costing more, but you're getting less for your money.
Yeah, you're getting sod. I'm sure part of this is seeing these things. It's
Everything,
sod, isn't it?
everywhere, whether it be chocolate or whatever.
You're not
I
getting
mean,
your money's worth,
I
basically.
mean,
And
look
we
at
used to be able to
look
get a
at
mouse bar for
walnut
15
whip for it.
pence.
walnut whip for
Yeah, walnut whip. I remember them.
just off top of my head.
Yeah.
Where's
They didn't. They took
the
the
Weetabix
walnut
box
for
gone?
the walnut whip. Now walnut whip, you know, it's
Yeah,
not
that's what it's called. Yeah.
walnut on it. You
Where's
know
the
what I mean?
Weetabix box gone?
You know, I mean that's my philosophy. How can you call it a walnut whip?
Yeah,
Got no walnut on it.
exactly. People aren't stupid.
But I think then they bowed down to, you know, to pressure and put the walnut back on it.
Well, it's all about, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they do, it's all about money. Cost money to put them things in these ingredients. It's like they're cutting corners to make it quality
No,
something and saying, well,
it's
we'll charge you less for it.
Look at
Yeah.
it this way. When we first moved here, Chris worked at the Cadbury's factory. Now they make
Right.
roses and they make whatever else. But also, they did.
Hey, look, my
plastic
jumpers only.
that do the
What?
the
We
wine
don't
runs,
know.
etc. and whatever.
Yeah.
You could go. Chris could go. Oh God.
It's Lee Sack and his jumper what he's wearing.
Shop no frills. You know, in a
Been to
like,
church. It's been to church. My jumper's been to church.
in a no frills 2
Or is it
litre
religious?
tub, and you could
Oh,
get.
do you want some news? Do you want some news now? If you go shopping, Asda.
You've not been banned anymore.
No.
He's been banned.
Hilarious. Right? You know all the Asda products, the Smart Price products,
Yeah,
the porridge.
it's not
Before-
Smart Price. It's just essentials now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know how many you're limited to?
Oh,
3.
I thought
Per
he was going to stick his
customer.
fingers up here. I thought he was going to give you a finger.
3 per customer. Same with the pork pies. You're only allowed 3
But
packs.
this is the thing, Lee. Them just
There's no
essentials
limits.
is there for a reason. So they'll, you know, the
Yeah,
people
but you
that-
know what you do? You go with, if you're gonna go, you go with 2 different people, and you get double it.
You go with 2 different people.
But
You can't
the
stop
thing
you doing
is,
that.
Anyway, Lee, that has to buy you. It's shy.
Yeah.
but anyway, Jason says, "Have you tried whipping a walnut? It's hard."
What about the walnut?
Jason, if they haven't got a walnut on top, that's my, you know.
Well, have you, I mean, I still haven't seen. Have you seen them? I mean, what you're talking a while ago about the Kerwows and stuff, all the stuff we used to have in the 80s, the Kerwows and the wagon wheels and all that business. You know what I mean? I mean, I think last time I saw wagon wheel, the price had gone up on it.
Off the top.
It's like everything
Yeah.
else, Tony. They're cutting down on the sizes, but it's costing
Yeah.
you more, and you're not getting
Yeah.
as much for your money.
I've got the triangle top.
Oh, it's a Scotland Yard sign.
No, it's not. It's the PS Pallet Company LLC.
It looks like a sign. The revolving sign never at Scotland Yard.
That's what I based it on. That is what I actually based it on.
Yeah, that's the headquarters of the Metropolitan
Where
Police
did
in
you
London.
get all of me ideas
Really?
from?
Scotland Yard,
John?
Scotland Yard.
It says he'll still eat 3 of them.
Well, here in America, we're starting to do the, especially here in Pennsylvania, because we're Pennsylvania Dutch. They're starting
Yeah.
the Oktoberfest stuff. We're getting prepped for
Mm.
that. And of course, the saying here now is, with milk, all you have to do is change 4 letters, and you get beer. Think about it.
But Chris won't complain, Jamie. He'd sooner have beer than milk.
Ah, there you go. Oh, by the way, hi everyone. I wasn't ignoring people. It's just the chat was going
No.
by so quick here. But hi everybody. I did see hi Jamie a few times.
Yeah, well, I think Jimmy in his neck of the woods where he lives, there's probably a lot of foods he gets what we don't get because it doesn't come over here to the UK, does it? It's all American stuff and stuff that we don't. Not until we get as if you order it online, I think.
Well, I live kind of in the country area, so right
Yeah.
now a lot of the veggies are coming due, so everybody's
Yeah.
eating a lot of the veggies. So we're
Mm.
almost vegan this week.
Almost. Right, I know. Don't go and visit Jamie.
Well, that's a lot healthier for you than what Lee's eating on his sandwich. You know what I mean? What vegetables and stuff. That's a lot healthier for you than what he's eating. You know what I mean? It's probably a quick sandwich. I'll have a quick sandwich and I'll put all this stuff on it. As long as it tastes good, I'm like, well, what it does to my system, like I'll just eat it.
This
There
is
you
a
go.
question. This is a question for people, and it's a bit of a debate again. Crisps in your sandwich. We're talking potato chips.
Yeah.
Do you have them on your sandwich or do you put them on your plate?
In America, it kind of depends on what mood you're in. I do both.
I must admit, Jamie, I do both as well. But you see, there is sort of a bit of a debate, in your sandwich or
Yeah.
side of plate. Hi, Jackie.
I think it depends on what you got in the sandwich in the first place, I think. Whether you want to spice up a bit with some crisps.
But the thing is, putting a
No potato chips, whether it's got.
the potato chip, It
Potato
was
chips.
the
It sounds
end
posher,
sandwich,
that.
really, when you think about
Yeah.
it.
It sounds posher than
I'm
Cliffs.
Jamie. It all depends what mood I'm in. You know, I can whack them in a sandwich, quite easily eat them, but then another time I might just put them outside of my plate, or just leave them in packet and sort of, you know, munching on my sandwich and.
Yeah, but speaking of Cliffs, I don't really like in the States, but here in the packets, they blow them up with air, and they put like 2 lots of Cliffs in 2 different packets, where it used to be a full lot of Cliffs in a packet, so they cut down the sizing. Because in the 80s, let's remember, you used to get your money's worth of the Cliffs. The Cliffs were like full top, but now you're getting bloody faulty Cliff packets, basically.
Would
you have to buy 2 packets to have 1 packet of Cliffs.
But yeah, I'm with you on that one, Tony.
I don't agree with that. I don't think they should con people.
Why can they say it's a packet of crisps when
it's not? It's only half the Cliffs they've put in the packet. And but the price of the Cliffs packets have gone up, but you're not getting your money's worth for it.
I mean, if
same here.
Let's say, for instance, you were carrying out an experiment and you opened a packet of crisps and you actually weighed them on the scale. Each bag should be 25 grams, right?
And it's not one. I bet it isn't.
But I bet any money, if I were to get a bag of crisps and put them on a weighing scale, no packaging, no nothing.
Yeah.
Way less than 25 grams.
They've cut corners. That's what they've done. They've cut corners. I mean, they call the 80s, but at least in the 80s, you got your money's worth. I mean, I know wages were like they are now, but you got your money's worth for what you paid. Now you're getting nothing for your money.
Well, but over
you're paying more for it.
Well, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where they used to have the steel industry, there was when the steel workers used to have lunch, they had a very short amount of time to do it. So what they would do, they would put everything in sandwich form. And there's one company, a sandwich company over there that everybody goes to. If you order the sandwich, you go through a line. And as you order the sandwich, you know, just like a Subway or something, you tell them what you want on it. But then they say, well, what sides do you want? Well, if you say, I want coleslaw and I want French fries or chips, they would put the French fries and the coleslaw on the sandwich, slap it together and give it to you. Because that's the way, you know, it was back in the steel industry. You only had so much time to eat it, so you'd eat everything on the sandwich.
Just chuck it all on sandwich and jobs are good in
and I tried it, and that's actually pretty good. I was surprised.
Noodle butties.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's if I were to do that experiment, I'll have to do it one day.
You have to do it, you know, and we'll be shocked with results because I know for that sort of full packet.
It does say on the back of the packet that it's supposed to be 25 grams.
Yeah, well, I know after the back list it says exactly the same thing, but it's not. I'm always checking the bloody list just to make sure there's nothing before I buy it. Especially the prices are charging now.
Go to Aldi.
No.
It don't matter whether they walkers or what.
Doesn't matter if you're going to Aldi, partner. It's still going to be not your money's worth.
Yeah, you're paying less at Aldi.
We've said this time and time again. They all manufactured in the same place, but they're doing them for different, like Aldi or Tesco.
Different companies.
I think that's what's happening.
Don't get walkers, any walkers.
But yeah, you know what I mean. You're not going to tell me that you know, Aldi. They're all manufactured in the same.
And they're going to be different if it's manufactured somewhere else. No, they won't be.
You know, the packaging them for different companies.
I can say the same about sweets because when you used to order a quarter of sweets, you got a quarter of sweets. Again, they measure all the sweets out, and you don't get as many sweets as you used to. The same things happen to that.
Jason says next recipe, Jeanette, pot noodle cookies now.
No, that's
pot noodle. That's dumping pass. Pot noodles.
I'll show you what we're making on Tuesday night.
I like your cookies. I wish I could come and put my hand through and get some cookies off you. Well, apple pie with gravy. I don't like that. It doesn't sound nice.
That's what they do. We do apple pie with gravy.
Ew. I'd rather clean with apple pie than put gravy on it. Ew. No, thank you.
Oh, hey, I see in the chat there's a couple people who have new Alexas You know, Alexa. I wonder if they're listening on headphones or not. So this would be interesting. Hey Alexa, tell me a joke. Now to see how many people say stop it.
Anyway, this is
tell
what
Alexa
we're
to do
making
stuff.
on Tuesday.
What's that? You're baking cake.
Salted
I'm
caramel
back.
cake.
Oh, that
Oh,
looks
shepherd's
good.
Yeah.
custard.
That looks really good.
I bet it's better than
What
the
have
flesh.
I
Yeah, mate,
missed?
'cause only
What have
pop it.
I come into?
Basically, Jamie, it's a Mary Berry recipe. And Mary
Oh,
Berry,
that should be good. Fun.
very renowned. She's one of these. No, you just chuck it all in, mix it up, and jobs are good in.
Basically,
You hope
like
it's gonna work.
Victoria
Yes.
Sponge.
So
Yeah.
Well, see, the words that you used here in America wouldn't work because you said you just take them, throw them up, chuck them. Because here, throw up, bleh, chuck them up, bleh. So,
Yeah, put them all together.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Mary Berry is very renowned. She's a no fuss. She's a very. I mean, you probably heard of Mary Berry.
Dame Mary
But
Berry.
anyway, well,
Oh.
Dame Mary Berry, you know. But yeah, she's very renowned. She's no fuss. She just chucks all the ingredients in, whip it up. Jobs are good in.
I think sometimes she hopes for the best,
nothing
Jeanette,
to do
because
with that.
obviously when she's doing these shows, it's
Yeah.
live, isn't it? It's not pre-recorded, is it? What she's doing.
What?
I said, like, do you know, when they used to pre-record shows, and it's a bit like Blue Peter, you say it's what prepared area, and they've already made it up, and it's
Yeah.
perfect. But yet, when they made it properly, they cocked it up a bit. I used to find myself laughing because I'm thinking it's not straightforward, is it? So
But yeah,
I'm thinking she's thinking,
it's-
I have to make sure I know what I'm doing on this show.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I have to look for recipes that are doable within the time frame. You know, you
Yeah,
can't.
time limit. You've got a time limit thing to do it all with. Yeah.
Oh, Jennifer knows Josh, so we're all right. Josh.
So do I. I know Josh. Happiest guy on YouTube.
But anyway, same as I say, yeah. I mean, I love Mary
American.
Berry, but whenever I'm doing baking, I do the recipe to a T. Because for the fact that I'm following the recipe, if that's what it tells you to do, that's what it tells you to do, sort of thing. But with Mary Berry, you just chuck all your ingredients in, and you know.
Oh. Do it again.
Is that a band behind your back? I never heard of that.
You never heard of Devo?
No.
They're best known for wearing these on their head.
The only ones I can remember is from the 80s and 90s.
But,
Well, they did become big in the 80s, did Devo?
I don't think they were on in the 90s, partners. I think they came
Lego
later.
Man.
Yeah, look at that. Wasn't it? I used to play with Lego back in the day.
No, actually,
Don't
this
know
was
about that
inspired by a light shade, an Art Deco light shade.
Oh yeah. Whatever floats your boat, you know, that's what
Is
I
it-
think.
Charlie said in an interview, you know, what they call the energy dome.
But yeah.
Basically a funny
Well,
shaped hat.
Yeah, Jason,
Put it this
that's
way,
exactly what I was
Paul.
thinking. It looked like a Devo hat, Devo Whippet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Yeah.
It looks like a mold.
But
Looks
I
like a
mean,
mold you
yeah,
make a cake out of.
this is another thing. Preferences aside, I won't be seen dead
Yeah.
in one of them.
I've never heard of that.
That's not the height of fashion.
Yeah, no
That's
way,
it.
I mean,
no
what
how.
they're wearing, sweaty shoots with a zipper, with hard hats, and then musical instruments. I mean, they look a bit far out anyway before they start singing.
Oh dear.
You know what I mean? They could. Look at what we've got, new fashion. You know what I mean?
Hello, friends.
There's the
Hello,
happiest guy.
hello,
I
Josh.
don't even know that person. I don't know.
Good
I
evening.
don't know who he is now.
Few months now.
I've seen him on your panel.
Yeah.
Happiest guy. Is he a happiest guy, or is he actually
Yeah,
sad
he always
sometimes?
is.
I don't know.
Josh is the
I'm always
happiest
happy,
guy.
buddy.
Yeah.
Are you always happy?
Oh,
Nobody's
of
happy
course
all
I
the
am.
time.
Happiest guy on YouTube.
You what? Happiest guy on YouTube?
Yeah.
That's right.
Somebody I don't know.
Well, everybody, I came on and it was great talking to you guys, but I was trying to get a video done. It was compiling, and it's done.
Yeah.
so I got to do an upload here and do all that good YouTube stuff. So
Yeah.
thank you all very much. I appreciate it. All
Games.
You later.
right.
See
You all
ya.
have a great one. Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Take care, Jim. Nice seeing you again. Yeah. See, I know that person because I think I've talked from ages ago when there was a different channel.
Happiest guy on YouTube. He's been on my panel.
It must be a new one because, like I said,
Yeah,
Lee, I've been off about
I
3 months now.
remember
So he must come later.
When he
Been on
was
your
low
panel,
channel. He's actually here. What are you at now, Josh? Are you above 300 now?
760.
Let's have a look. He's got 760.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, 760. He was a low
And how long has he been
channel
on for?
when I first met him.
How long has he been on for, Lee?
Johnny's just 5
2 years.
Only a year. That's what going there for a year. Must be doing something right.
Hey, I tell you something. Chris has lost about 11, and I've gained about
Has he?
10.
Oh, well,
He's lost a few subscribers.
I was at 720. I'm back at 719.
Well, you see it again, Lynn. When I came off, you was just on just
what
over
about
500 when I came off.
You
Yeah.
two
General-
talk to
now
different
it's
people
a
when
good
you don't
trend.
like it.
Don't matter if you lose one here or there.
But
Yeah.
you want, like I said before, Panache, you want a stable
Chris
Watch
lost about
community to watch
10
your
or
stuff,
11
don't you?
in one foul swoop.
Yeah.
But YouTube, newspaper photo goes up and down all the time. They take away one hand and then they give it back. It's like, do you remember when I was on that stream once where I lost all them people because I came back? And I shut down my channel for temper for a month and all my numbers went. And then I got some more. I got another 68, 70 people. And then they realised I was back after a month. And then I got more back, so I got numbers back. I thought I was dead
But this is
because they took all the numbers off
you
me.
know when Johnny set up his new channel, and our current link in chat, I got him up to 21. He got up next morning. He's gone down to 11.
Yeah, it's YouTube for you.
People are sometimes, mostly.
So you know, it's sort of trying to explain the unexplainable. You know, some people are gaining, but then
Yeah.
you know, like Chris
But
saying,
don't
he had
forget,
like
you know,
10, 11 took off him in one foul swoop.
We've had
Yeah.
these discussions before where some people on YouTube, I'm not naming names, pay for the supporters.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact they pay for it because when you look at the views on the videos might only get like 14 views and they've got like over 3,000 subs.
Hey,
It's
Tommy.
not, it doesn't
Right.
make sense, that.
Whatsoever, because you can pay for your subs, you can pay for
I don't think the point of that myself.
but you
I'll have earning properly. Yeah, I know. You drop, don't they? But I'll have earning them.
So at the end of the
You
day,
so often
paying
get
for it,
so
you know,
much by a certain day.
while it might look good on
Yeah,
paper,
it does look good, but it's the views which you get a bit suspicious about. You know what I mean? I've been on long enough now to know who's paying for what because it's obvious when you see the views and stuff. And same with the live streams when they upload the live streams.
This is the thing, Tony. This is the thing. A while ago, I did a Monday Madness and I did a baking on a Tuesday. The Monday Madness got about 3.2k and the baking stream got about 2 point something k. Now I've never paid for anything.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying everybody I know pays for it. I mean, some people I know do pay for it. But it's obvious what they're doing.
Organic growth.
Yeah.
So don't
exactly.
ask me why that them.
But why are they paying for subs? Why can't they earn it the proper way? Like all of us have to do.
You know, I can't
they just want
explain
quick
why
fix.
them two
Yeah, but
videos in
it
particular
just doesn't make
got
any
that
sense.
amount of viewers. Don't whether YouTube pushed my channel or what, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but you're a fair proper person, Janet. That's probably why they're pushing you. You know what I mean? There's a lot of channels on there who, to me, what I'm gonna look at them and I'm going, I'm like, I've been off for so long, so I'm looking at all these new channels what have come, and I'm thinking you've not got that numbers
But
in this short space of time.
You look at my channel. I've been at it just over 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like anybody else. I don't look at numbers.
No, I don't look at numbers, but you know what's happening.
People that are in the community, are in the chat, that
Yeah.
you know, take time out their day to come
Yeah.
and visit my channel, and I appreciate every single one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to me, it's not a job or anything. It's just
No, it's not. It's a hobby.
just the camaraderie
hobby.
of,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, we all on YouTube together.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Josh. He's from America. Jamie's from America.
Yeah, but he
That's
chose
happening
that was
tonight
his
that's
choice
from
to do a
Australia.
channel.
We've got people coming in saying hello from every
Yeah.
corner of the earth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
I'm a great believer in organic, natural growth.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
well, I am
yeah.
as well, isn't it? But things have changed. And like I said, I've been on. If I don't count this year, 'cause I've not been on the total this year, but if I count the last 10 years, I've seen a lot of difference in YouTube when I first started, because there was no paying for subs when I first started. You earned it the hard way by putting videos up and putting stuff up which people are interested in.
I
You know what I
do
mean?
know of channels that have paid for subs.
Well, I don't agree with that. I think you should be banned off YouTube.
Look at
A
the
bit
other
further
way as
down the
well.
line, you know.
They've got the join. You can join YouTube.
Yeah,
you can
but
join them.
thing is, Lee, when you watch, so I went to Batman's channel tomorrow, right, and I watched a few of his videos because I still need to catch up on this. So I watched this and I'm going, right, fair enough, he's done this, he's done that. Views, well, yeah, that's normal for Pattis because that's what he does. And you look at all his other videos and it's the same. The numbers go up and down, but the numbers stay the same basically. And then you go on something else's channel, you've been in 5 minutes,
Totally with what Johnny
and they're
says,
bigger than
they
Pattis,
don't think so. I'd
but they're only
rather
getting to like
have something, and I'm saying-
14 views in the video. And they're like a couple of thousand. I'm thinking, well, that's not quite right, because they should be on more than that. They should be over 1,000 views, but they're not getting it, are they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Talking about that, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna humiliate him. I'm not gonna say nothing about this. I'll wait till the private stream.
say, yeah, you'd never find me paying for subs, paying for views.
No,
etc.
I'm not paid for subs.
No.
I mean, this is the thing,
Well,
isn't
that's
it?
what
I mean,
it's
the amount of
about,
times I've been on
upload the
YouTube,
videos.
and I've hit twice in my time on YouTube, twice 1,000. One time took me over a year to get 1,000. Another time took me 8 months. There are a lot of jealous people when I hit 1,000 in 8 months, thinking, "Oh, you shouldn't have that." I want to
Might
do
be,
some other places, but I must have earned them. But I mean, got one on the last 2 months. Have you paid for them because you're not good looking? Why the hell have they got all them people?
It doesn't matter, Tony. If
Yeah,
you,
I thought they're just bloody shallow.
I mean, Chris always told me you've always got to interact with your chat. You know,
Well,
when
I'll
you
do all
start-
that, but there's
when you
jealousy.
start your live streams up, you've got to sort of from the get go. You know, I've known channels like they've gone live and sort of just
Yeah.
sat there for the first 10 minutes saying nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll do that, mate.
Oh
And
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
absolutely.
That's one
You
sort
don't do that.
That's one way that Chris sort of says right from the get go. You interact
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
even if there's
The
nobody in
host.
chat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even
Well,
if there's
I've
anybody
done
in
that for 40 minutes, talking about different things, and then 40 minutes, and then people start coming. But for 40 minutes, from the first time I put the thing on, I'm talking. You know what I mean? I don't say, "Oh, wait 10 minutes and I'll start talking."
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's one word of advice that Chris gave me right from the get go. You interact with the audience. Even
Yeah, we
if
have to
I
interrupt
say
the supporters, definitely. You know what I mean?
you've got to interact right from the word go.
Yeah.
You know,
But that's
if you want people to come back to your
Yeah.
streams, you've got to
Hey, Johnny.
interact.
Hello.
Right,
Well,
Danny?
I mean, I've noticed you've dropped down again, Janet, because before I went away, you was on just over 1,500, and then that number keeps going up and down bloody time, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It should be a lot more than that you're on.
But yeah,
Wazoo now. But
I've already seen them.
Yeah, I've got to run out of arms soon, John, if I have all the tattoos you've got. You've got to run out of bloody space.
Oh, Tony said it, Jason. Tony said it.
No, he's got out of space on his arms, he is.
The word.
He is, look.
I got 2 in one day.
Yeah,
Did
Jason said right at very top of comments. Every
Right.
time somebody mentioned that word that
The
Tony
T word.
mentioned, yeah, that Crypto had got to buy him a boxer after it's now big gob
Did
over
that?
it, mentioned
I didn't know what.
it.
I didn't know
How
what.
old am I?
Yeah, I think you were talking about.
So far, Jason. You ain't got to say the T word.
Right.
But yeah, I think Johnny Fab, I mean, yeah, he does a lot of
Trump
awesome
stamp.
stuff. But I mean, I remember when he first got his first tattoo, they didn't think he was going to get
He
his
said
tattoo.
it again.
He kept saying to me, "You're not going to get it."
Again,
You
And then
said
he's got it.
again.
Yeah, he got it.
The Trump
Well, you
stamp.
can't miss him, can you? Come off it.
or skin artwork. Call it skin
I'll say that
artwork.
then.
Yes, I have
Well, you
been
can't miss
looking
him,
at-
can you?
Nathan says thanks, Tony.
You just call it ink.
You can't
ink.
miss it,
That's
can you?
not with an eye. So,
Inking, yeah. We'll refer to it as inking from
Inking.
now on.
I got one done at 11:30 and then one done at 2:30.
Was it the same artist, Johnny Fab?
He went, sorry, I've got to go. Bye. I've been
That was
waiting.
that one.
Trying to be getting sick.
I've been waiting for Johnny to come in to show you everything. What
No,
Johnny
he's done. He's had some awesome artistic stuff done.
Yeah, that's
Let's say that instead.
That's the big
Yeah.
one.
That is a big one.
That
That.
is
That's
that-
Kids,
You're
but
inspired by
Tina-
Pink
Is that a new one?
that's
Is that a new one? Johnny Fab? So I've not seen them before.
His
27
grandchildren
minutes past
and
10.
they were born.
And then
Yeah.
Aria, she was born at 7:25. And then 5:10 for little Carter. But their names are each next to each one. I just need to heal up. I'm a bit bruised at the moment.
So are them your newest ones you've had done?
Anyway,
New, they're less than 24 hours.
inkings aside,
Yeah.
Inky.
yeah, I agree with you there, Pete. Buying subs is for lamers, yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, exactly. I
That
agree
is
with that.
true.
without
Trump
further
stamp.
ado,
Just
Oh God, it's rubbing it off.
right? Can I do this?
Go on.
Johnny bought me a birthday present, so
Right.
it became other day.
No, right. Awesome.
A set of
It's actually alive in the boat.
Ooh.
It's made so that it won't get open with all that sticky tape.
Ooh.
The next delivery, there's going to be some carrots.
Yes.
But I also treated myself. I've only got 4, Jenny. She says her dad's a famous tattoo artist, Mick Fizz.
Never heard of him.
I am. Anyway, I treated myself to one of them. I know it's not a coat hanger.
I was going to say something else.
If you're wondering what it is, it's a cake leveler. You
Oh, it's a
know
cake
when-
level. I thought it was a coat.
you
I
know
thought it was
when
a
you
coat
bake
hanger in a
the
plastic
cake
case.
like we are on Tuesday.
I've got a cake leveler. It's called a spoon.
It's coat-
Spirit level.
Not the
If, for
poet knife.
instance, the cake's dough worm, so
Yeah, biscuit.
biscuit.
Biscuit. Can't have a dog called Biscuit.
Anyway, so if your cake domes and you've got to cover it in buttercream, which we have on Tuesday, you use
Yeah,
that and
dog.
it levels it off, so it's like a level playing field.
I wonder if you walk around enough shouting biscuit, biscuit, somebody will bring you one out.
Yeah, I thought that was going fun.
I've never known a dog so excited to go on a walk.
Don't be freaked out, but I'm just Vaselining myself.
Oh, you don't use that goo business, do you not? You use
They
Vaseline.
don't last long enough with me to need leveling.
Can't afford kill by jelly.
Making so much.
Oh dear. But yeah, we're making a yeah, this is what we're making Tuesday, and I'm gonna hopefully use it. You'll watch. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to use it. They're not doing. That is what we're making. It's a salted caramel cake. Hi Terry.
Oh,
So
yeah,
yeah,
you're echoing.
it's basically. Is it me echoing or?
No, you're all right now.
Basically, it's you know,
StreamYard has been a
Things
pain
are
lately.
terrible. You put a bit in the cake and then you put rest of it in the buttercream. So it's sort of
Right.
like caramel tasting cake and caramel icing.
It's not one of these cakes, but it's a bit sicker when you eat it.
But,
Some cakes out and they have too much stuff put in.
That's the thing.
is,
I shouldn't eat bacon really, but Jeanette's stuff and Tracy's stuff that they bake is all proper fresh stuff in it. It's not all that bloody.
it blames me for leading Tracy astray.
Yeah. I picked up a children's wardrobe tonight. It's supposed to be a children's wardrobe. Jesus Christ, it's as big as my other one. I think what I meant is you can keep children in it.
Is that why
But-
you big naughty?
But you should know me by now, Pete. I always I'm not one for a ballpark. I like to do things a bit out of ordinary. So yeah. Hey up.
Oh, we lost Tony.
He's on his.
But yeah, I just thought it was something different. It's.
Tracy's getting better, but she's still all snotty, don't she?
Yeah, I'm going to say she not be sort of feeling better overnight. It'd be like a gradual.
Well, yeah, well, she's basically slept for 24 hours. So.
Well, that's.
She went, I'm so stiff. I went, that's rigor mortis. Look.
Is she actually alive?
Yeah, she's been up and about.
She's been in charts. Put it this way.
We've all just watched the movie. So. Enchanto. It was quite a good movie, actually, for a Disney thing.
Thank you very much, Pete. I appreciate that. This says you do great cakes. But
Yeah, she does.
We did cookies last week. So I thought I'll do something a bit different. I'll make a cake this week. Petroleum jellies for dry hands. I have a tub in each toolbox.
Okay, Tommy.
But yeah, I sort of I don't do things.
Well, I got that because that's £1, but when you buy the proper wax from the tattoo shops, the healing wax stuff, it's about £5 a ton.
Just want you know what I told you, Johnny. You just need some saffron.
It's just to stop it drying out while it heals up. That's all. But otherwise, it just goes all flaky. That's why.
Okay then, Tony. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, see you later, Tony.
See you later, Tony.
You actually look, it's linked itself to the Johnny 5 a bit. If you look.
You know what those well, I say clocks. I know the watches. You know what they remind me of? Pink
What?
Floyd's Time. On Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh yeah, a bit.
Yeah, with all you see all clock
But it
faces.
took a few days to get it done because Chloe didn't answer me at what time kids were born. So it's a bit until she answered me. I went, thank you. I says, I'm off. And then I spoke to Jeanette, showed her one tattoo, and then I got another appointment for her. I went, I'm off, Jeanette.
We were talking on FaceTime, and then all of a sudden it went, go, bye.
Well, that side looked a bit bare when I finished having that one done. My mum said she's not into tattoos, but I'm old enough to mutilate myself, but she still might give me a slap when she sees me. So that's just a lovely way.
Pete says I don't do many cakes or desserts because I have the diabetes. But yeah, that's understandable, Tony. But
So does my stepdad, but he doesn't think to stop him. He's always frigging eating cakes and stuff.
But
I sampled both Jeanette's and Tracy's baking.
Yes, Portnest does, yeah.
Very nice. They are.
But it's
My bacon's nice. I can make a Victorian sponge.
I mean, look at that. Does that not look like a small
What?
children's
An actual
wardrobe?
Victorian sponge from the 19th century.
You'll have to put
That just look like a normal wardrobe. It's a size. It's fucking huge,
What is it, tall boy?
more or less.
It won't lose its tall boy
Let's
wardrobe.
put it this way: Keena took a blanket in there, sat in there earlier with her phone watching a movie. That's how big wardrobe.
But I mean, like I was saying on Tuesday night, Pete, I basically do the baking live, just like yourself, to show people how easy it is. You know, when a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't bake, I can't do this, can't do that." You know, but the point of me doing the lives is, yeah, you can do it. So long as you weigh all your ingredients right.
You can do anything if you try.
Yeah, you know what I
Look
mean?
at me, I took an old fence and made a porch out of it.
Oh, I built a shed from
And
scratch.
the porch that passed the council check as well. He said it was really nice. I see you've got a smoke alarm in it as well. Is it insulated? I went Kingfisher.
And
See you later, Tony.
But yeah, you know,
I take barbecue skewers and make fences.
yeah, the point of me doing baking is, you know, to tell people, yeah, you don't have to be, you know, Gordon Ramsay or whatever. I know Gordon Ramsay's not a baker.
Mary Berry.
But yeah, you know, so long as your oven's on right amount of time, right temperature, and you know you follow the recipe,
it works.
Anybody can do it. You know what I mean?
How's my bid going on that bed? I'm bidding on an electric lift-up recliner kind of bed, a single one.
Laughing at what Pete said. He says, "You show it in real time. I make so many bloopers I have to edit."
Oh, you can't do that on a live.
Well,
what you see is what happens.
Well, that's it. You know, it's that I don't edit none of mine because I can't edit anyway. So, but I
just do record and send.
I have been messing about with intros and outros.
I've given. I'm holding on. I've given.
Good.
I'll keep to Steve Essex doing mine.
My bloopers are not good for my audience. I swear too much. But this is it. I mean, like what? I mean, anybody that knows me, Pete, knows that. You know, I say it and I don't sugarcoat anything. You know, what you see is what you get. You knows, bro. How are you?
Yo, bro. I brushed my beard today. Give me a moment.
But you know, it's I do it because it's passing. Same as I was saying on Tuesday night. I've never been to college. I've never took any, you know, fancy degrees or whatever. It's just what I've picked up over years. I mean, I'm 60 now, so it's what I've picked up over years as regards baking. And you know, I like to think that, you know,
I can imagine having letters after your name.
I get me Santa outfit next week.
Park Nest and it's FFS.
Yeah, yeah.
I am here. Well, I'm writing down so I know what videos I've got.
I've actually been looking at Christmas baking recipes today, and I come up with a good one, and the brownie Santa arts. So they'd be like you bake a brownie in a pan, and then you use like one of these one of your cookie cutters, and then you put like it's a cream cheese, like, you put a blob of cream cheese on it, a strawberry, and then a little like marshmallow on top. So
that's not teasing at all, is it? That's not teasing.
That's one. But I'm thinking ahead, Johnny. You know, I know we only in October, but these sort of things have got to be planned ahead.
And then you'll be looking at Easter recipes.
You got me at something on the stick.
It's got to be everything. It's like Jeanette's recipe's got to be planned ahead. What I work on the layout is got to be planned ahead. I'm planning how I work.
I've planned on what I can get free.
Well, you are Yorkshire.
tell you something, that wardrobe I got, it's an older looking one, but it's solid built. It's not one you could take apart. It would have been easier if it had been one you could take
But it's
apart.
not IKEA.
No.
Is that
Taking
for your drop down bed thingamajig?
No, it's not big enough for that.
Oh.
It's just to sort out the clothing situation. We're going to put it in our room and put Keena's clothes in it. So.
I can remember you saying you needed some wardrobe doors. But yeah, it's like my
I've already
baby.
got my eye on something in that way.
Pardon me. With my
I'm bidding
baby,
on that bed at the moment.
it's
Got
like
a lifter one as well.
ooh.
Grant's, it's about 6 months old. So the mattress still it's got its plastic on. So.
Oh. Yeah, so
Nobody died in it. It's all good.
but the thing is, you taught Peter says I don't script either. I just wing it and sort it out in the edits. But
Tracy,
yeah,
it looks a lot smaller in the picture. It's going to be fun getting that upstairs tomorrow.
it's like, because I do the baking live, I see, it's either on Facebook or on
Stop
Instagram or Twitter even. I see a recipe and I'll search for that. You know what I mean? And that's the reason behind this, like, brownie Santa hats or something. I don't know. Anyway, they look lovely.
I'm getting my Santa outfit next week.
George, how are you?
Getting my Santa outfit next week.
Magnetic George.
But
Christy's
yeah,
been off the rest
I
of
was
the week.
watching
She
some
clocked
of
to
his old
teacher.
footage today, actually.
She clocked to teacher on Wednesday.
Magnetic George. There was nothing on while I was working on the layout, so I thought I'll go and have a look at some of Magnetic George's stuff because no one had uploaded. I'd finished watching my YouTube, so I thought, who am I going to go and watch?
Right, Jason.
So I went and watched Magnetic George.
but it's yeah.
I like what he does.
See you later, Jason.
See you later.
Yeah.
I like what George does.
You got
Okay,
away
so-
lucky there, Jason. She only owes you 2 boxes of mint after 8.
I think I said it 3 times. Huh?
It only counts as once, Johnny.
But
Yeah, dude.
I'm allowed to do it.
I was working on the layout today, and I'd finished watching my YouTube, and I thought, what am I going to do? So I thought, okay, I'll go to one of my subscribers, Magnetic George, and I'll put
You
him
just
on
said
big
that,
screen and sit there and watch it.
Magnetic G, by the way. His name is George. The G stands for George.
Magnetic fishing fence, magnetic G.
Oh dear.
I just thought it meant-
Yeah, I went magnet fishing the other day. I didn't catch any magnets.
But
But it's got a shopping trolley and a bicycle now.
Yeah, that's what you're more likely to find.
2 is enough, so we ain't counted yours, Johnny. I'll see you on Monday, Jason.
Still got the pound stuck in it.
But it's like at Christmas. I mean, I've never, if you look back on my channel, never done just normal mince pies. I've done Viennese topped mince pies. I've done Fragipan topped mince pies.
Mince pies with gravy.
I always like.
Pies with ice cream.
I always
Yeah,
like to.
Pete sorted for ice cubes. It's pretty nice.
Mince pies and cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Pete says I went ice fishing and caught a load of ice, no fish though.
I didn't even seen
Jackie.
you before.
But yeah,
Hello?
if anybody
Hello,
knows
Jackie.
me, I always like to think out of the ballpark, if you know what I mean. And I do like to.
Today's thinking about balls. I don't know.
I don't know where you're looking, Jenny.
Wow.
You've seen me before.
Bird, baby, bird.
Oh, that's very handsome. I says I don't know where you're looking. Sorry, partner.
It's all right, non-taken.
Get
I
it.
Oh,
won't
well,
take
Romy
offence
joke.
or a
Yeah.
date.
Go.
What?
Hello,
Do you want
Joe.
to finish life, Bill?
Sorry, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, partner.
Terry says I like mince pies with gravy. Sounds a bit too much, however.
What about Yorkshire pudding? Yorkshire pudding with ice cream?
Well, knowing Lee, if he were to make mince pies, he'd want them with gravy.
Well, that'd work because you can use it for like pancakes and stuff anyway, can't you?
Jennifer is after
You've
all.
seen me before.
Hey, could you? I could try mince pies with spaghetti bolognese sauce.
Oh, don't be starting that again.
No.
But
I
yeah,
just
if
feel like I'm
everybody
not
knows me,
the
I don't do. I like to think out of the ballpark and do something
He's
that
doing the Harold Wilson.
a bit unusual. You know what I mean?
Like unsolved mysteries.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea, George.
What?
Meringue topped mince pies. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That does sound nice.
Now you're talking, George. That's a brilliant idea.
You noticed our Jackie's on fan.
Hiya, Betsy.
Hiya, Bexy.
Hi, Bexy.
Oh dear. I'll leave you alone this week.
It says no time out, Johnny 5.
No.
Yorkshire puddings with a tub of ice next to me, yeah, but not
Good
together.
to see you, Bexy. No, I'm behaving tonight.
Oh,
Look.
yeah.
The hand
I
has
was
been
actually
taken away from the
speaking
mouth.
to someone when we got out.
But you don't
We
have
put ice cream in
you
Yorkshire
don't have
pudding.
ice cream in Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah, no.
You can if Lee's cooking it.
Yeah, listen,
I'm
George.
gonna try it.
Oh dear. So it'll
Right.
Right, I'll be back.
the steak with your spag bol sauce on it. I says it's a travesty to steak.
Food in my eyes.
But it's one of these things. It's whatever floats your boat. If you enjoyed it, that's the main thing. Biscuit.
Could be worse.
But
Nice, isn't it? I can't have pepper. You say.
Hi, Jackie.
So, can't have any like pepper. Corn,
You're cutting out.
so,
I think you've got on Collier's microphone.
Jesus
and plus
Christ.
the little round peas.
Peas.
I think
Jackie, all we've confirmed so far is it's round.
Ah.
Bex
Oh.
says, talking about Yorkshire puddings, anyone seen the Yorkshire burritos? I've never even heard on it.
No.
Yeah, it's just definitely got Norman Collier's.
Don't like Meltdown. I think I'll drop down again and I'll soon come back up a bit.
Don't slap Lee for hugging all the internet.
Okay.
Is it
Come
Bex,
on.
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe down to back to one monitor now, Johnny.
umpteen cameras.
Urbexy says
No,
they like
I've already
Yorkshire
got two
pudding
cameras
filled with
plugged
meat
in.
and veg and
I'm
folded
back
like
to
a
me
wrap.
one monitor.
Well, we just call them Yorkshire wraps.
Terry says
The
anybody
way
knows
I've mounted this monitor now, I can spin it the opposite way when I'm working.
Down
on
at
the
Bridge
layout, I can
Seafood to
watch
do
it.
like roast pork stuffing and gravy and onions in a wrap. You know, big.
Do you know what
Yorkshire
I
pudding.
put in a wrap?
Sounds nice. It sounds nice.
And Tracy had a roast beef one,
Scrambled
roast beef
egg
and
with
gravy.
beef fried in bacon grill in a wrap.
Bacon grill, for God's sake, Lee.
That's all.
Anything that's rectangular and is called bacon grill is not cooking.
When I'm at festivals, they have to live out of tins, and bacon grill is easy to carry.
Shall I tell you what we have for tea?
Doesn't have that.
Shall I shall I tell you what we had for tea? Fish fingers. Voila.
Fish finger butty with brown sauce.
No tomato sauce.
No, tomato.
Brown sauce.
You just
Tomato.
look at it.
Yeah, I
Don't
agree,
you?
Terry, it don't sound too bad. Don't sound too. It says it looks very messy to eat. I would imagine you'd probably use a knife and fork.
No, the secret to it, Urbex, is to eat it quick.
Hey. Well, you reckoned you didn't like them until you tried them.
What, Yorkshire pudding?
No, Chris is on about hash browns. He just didn't like look of them.
Oh,
Gonna say we're gonna have to send him that
Hey,
Yorkshire
Kevin.
quick.
Hello, Grandpa Kevin.
But,
Hey, Kevin.
but yeah, we
Hi, Kevin.
on this travel somewhere and we stopped off to McDonald's because we'd not had any breakfast, and we like had one of these like McMuffin meals or whatever it
oh,
was,
they're beautiful of them.
and you get like a hash brown in it.
Yeah, you do.
And Chris was saying, "Do you want me hash brown?" I went, "Why don't you try it?" You know what I mean?
Gonna
When
go
they're
make a
all
cup
bad.
of-
Anyway, he's tried it and he says, "Oh, it says they're actually quite nice." So yeah, it you know it was just, you know, I don't know. Hey,
Oh, Jackie's gone again.
yeah, but there again, I mean, like Terry says, she can't stand brown sauce. On certain things I like brown sauce, like bacon or, you know,
Sausage rolls.
cheese on toast. I only have brown sauce on cheese on toast. Don't do now, Callum. Everything
Oh,
is
Welsh rarebit.
everything Callum has. It's got to be Heinz ketchup.
Oh.
So,
Sandwiches, then he has brown sauce.
oh yeah, and then unless it's ham sandwiches, and then he'll have brown sauce on ham sandwiches. But everything else, it's Heinz ketchup.
What's the difference between a fool and a Welsh rarebit?
A what?
A fool and a Welsh rarebit. One's cheesy to eat, the other's easy to cheat.
Oh, God. I give in with you, partner.
But I mean,
before now.
Chris and Callum were having a debate the other day because Callum swears he don't like cheese, right? Yeah, when we lived in Great Yarmouth, every time we went to Great Yarmouth Marketplace, he used to do cheesy chips. So, yeah, they were his favourite, but he didn't like cheese. Nah,
Cheesy chips.
yeah, cheesy chips.
Cheesy
Don't
chips
knock
are
it
lovely.
Don't knock it. I'm going to say don't knock it until you've tried it, Lee. Absolutely.
I've tried cheesy chips. I love it.
Oh, lovely.
Now this is the thing. If he has a burger, he'll have the processed cheese on it, and this is somebody that don't like cheese. Anyway, Chris says to me other morning, because I always have toast for my breakfast, "What's the difference between a constipated owl and a bad marksman?" I don't know. I'm sure you're going to tell us, Pete. But anyway,
There's a shot shit.
yeah, Rich has put cheesy chips with beans. Oh yes. But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
a bad marksman shoots and can't hit. Yeah, and other one can't. Anyway, so Chris says to me, he says, "For a change," he says, "do you want some cheese on toast?" So I says, "Yeah." He says, "In fact," he says, "I think I'm going to have some."
Put
So
Worcester sauce on it.
Callum sat there. You've got to have brown sauce on cheese on toast.
No, Worcester sauce. It gives it the kick.
No Worcester sauce.
Worcester
Anyway,
sauce, give it
So
a kick.
Callum watched us eating it. He says, "Actually, it looks quite nice." So anyway, after we'd eaten ours, he says, "Dad," he says, "can I have some cheese on toast?" He says, "I thought you didn't like cheese." He says, "I don't like it raw." He says, "but I can eat it cooked."
It's not cooked, it's just melted.
There you go. You know, arrest me case. You know what I mean?
Cheese.
It's yeah.
It's like saying bread is raw toast.
But yeah. This is him that don't like cheese. Yeah, he likes it on
Melted.
toast. Yeah, and he likes it on. I mean, on cheesy chips, it's just chips sprinkled with.
Boingy, 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 boingy.
That ain't even cooked. So yeah, so I mean, his philosophy went straight out the window. You know what I mean? He don't like cheese. But now he don't like raw cheese. He likes cooked cheese. Yeah. That's sort of Callum's outlook on it. Yeah.
No. Yeah, no problem.
Amjad says he remembers buying cheesy chips with herbs from a chip stall in Box Park near my college. But yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, try to understand Callum's philosophy. Yeah. He don't like uncooked cheese, but he likes it cooked, in his words.
Not cooked, it's melted. Oh, it's warm.
But no Worcester sauce, just plain old HP sauce on cheese on toast.
I'm changing cameras. That one's glitching out.
But yeah, you know, it's there again, you know.
There we go.
You sort of can't decipher his the way he's looking at it, you know. To me, cheese is cheese, whether it's on a butty or whether it's on toast or on chips or whatever. Cheese is cheese to me. But yeah, as soon as they see me and Chris eating it, and they were, you know, Dad, can you do me some cheese on toast, please? Jack is back.
Try again.
Oh, sounds better.
Oh yeah, it's a bit better this time.
I'm fed up with this getting boosted off.
Oh,
I think I've got something wrong with me tablets as well.
Oh dear, we're in.
But yeah, we're doing the debate on cheese on toast and cheese in general.
No,
Cheesy chips.
I'll have as pile the cheese up, but no bread.
But yeah, I mean, while we into Red Leicester at the moment, but I do like a mild cheddar. So yeah, you know, I'm not into all these.
I like a nice strong cheese. Well, not ridiculous as well. Not strong enough to give you nightmares.
I'll tell you what's a nice cheese: Wensleydale with cranberries.
Wensleydale, lad.
I Wensleydale with apricots. They're lovely.
But I've been to a factory where they make it.
I don't know what it's called, but that cheese I call it rubber cheese. Smelly, like.
What's that horrible blue cheese?
Still,
no.
That's moldy cheese.
That's horrible.
No. I'll tell you what it is. It's a Limburger cheese. That's the smelly one.
That's with the steak separate from the steak.
We had Edam.
Edam, yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, what's the one? Gouda.
Tina likes Edam.
Tommy says he's just put some sausages in his air fryer, seen the onion mustard sausages. That's it. You know,
I got butchers for all my sausages, so I get all the flavour sausages.
That with blue in it's called Stilton. I thought it were.
Yeah.
No, I don't like other than sort of cheddar, Red Leicester.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Red Leicester's lovely.
I'm not a cheese connoisseur when it comes to cheese. Yeah, no,
Breeds an acquired taste.
That's smelly, it puts me off. You know what I mean?
I love Wensleydale as well.
Yep. Nice
cheese. Pink says blue Wednesday.
Oh, cheese,
What you going on about?
More cheese, Gromit.
Shut up, Lee.
Oh yeah, the church had it
No.
all day long, Tommy.
More
Oh, yeah.
cheese, Gromit.
I'm sure Lee's on something.
Well, we know he's on.
More
Yeah.
cheese, Gromit.
Double Gloucester. That's another one that I like, Pete.
Yeah.
Double Gloucester.
Double Gloucester with chives.
Oh,
That's
nice double
gorgeous. That.
Yeah, I do like cheese and chives.
Mozzarella cheese. Oh, Amjad says mozzarella's his favourite. In that white ball, and you chop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Well, this is no word of a lie. When we were baking once, it called for ricotta cheese. Now Chris says, well, what's
So he
ricotta?
said, what do you say when you drop your cheese?
Italian.
Yeah,
And it's not mixing through his warmer.
Chris had to go on the hunt for ricotta cheese because he hadn't heard of it before. Yeah.
Get it now,
Yeah. And Tracy was saying, she says, I've never even heard of ricotta cheese. And I says, well, normally it's with cream cheese. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Rick Otter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sort of told Chris sort of specific area to look in. And I says it's usually not with hard cheese, it's with soft, cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
I'll tell you now, Partners' videos is end credit to getting ridiculous.
What do you mean they're getting ridiculous? It's the same as they've always been.
Yeah, the end credits, he has Mike Oxley.
Mike Oxlong. Yes, it sounds like Oxlong. That's the joke, yeah.
I thought you were making an announcement. Sorry about that.
Well, I don't need to say it.
He must get about a bit because he tried coming on my panel a few weeks back and I booted him.
Now he's called his cocky shot.
There you
You
go.
booted him.
Yeah. But
I think somebody thought that was my real name.
I can remember his name, Mike.
Who's Mike when he's at home?
It was Mike, yeah. You have to know who is here, I don't know.
Another one's Ben Dover.
Hey, that's a porn star called Ben Dover.
Yeah, we're Tony.
Not his real name, but it goes under.
We're Tony.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, we're Tony.
Goes on the bang bus.
There's more than that.
Lee was whinging yesterday. He had no internet till about 6:30.
Oh dear.
Why had you turned it off?
Tell you something, I find it.
No,
the electric went off, so I had no internet. I was sitting
We
in the
didn't even
dark
know that we were in
from
an
2 o'clock till
emergency.
6 o'clock.
Oh, by the way. Announcement. Liverpool has won the Eurovision Song
Yeah,
Contest.
I already
Oh, they've got
know.
it. Rather them than Glasgow.
Cool.
Yeah,
Either between Liverpool and Glasgow and Liverpool.
yeah, it's on at the M&S
Yeah.
Arena. That's where it's at.
Terry says sorry,
I
little
already,
like
I already know the dates of it as well. Does anyone want to know the dates?
Not really.
No.
No.
Really.
Do you want me to find it? I know the dates when it's on.
Yeah. Can you mute him?
How can I politely put this? Why would I give a 2 flying for furfurs?
Exactly, Johnny.
Who cares?
Me and all Johnny, don't watch it. Yeah, that's one
No.
thing I don't like marzipan. Mind you, I
Oh
don't like,
no, don't like marzipan.
I don't like royal icing either. It's a bit too sweet for my liking.
Mm.
What's the yellow and swings through the jungle?
Go on.
Marzipan.
Tarzi.
Marzipan, yeah.
Why didn't Barbie
Let's
get
go
pregnant?
getting worse.
Why did Barbie get pregnant?
It's the 9th,
Because it's
11th, and
10. Thank you,
Oh.
Johnny.
involve Ken.
We don't want any spoilers,
Oh,
Lee.
do you know?
The only reason I know the date is
Ken
we've
come in a
watched it
different box.
already.
Lee's putting it.
Refused it because they can't be bothered with Luna on telly again. But they've only got it by default. I mean, England, because obviously Ukraine won it. And
Yeah.
they
Well,
wouldn't
we all know
hold
that
it
was
in
sympathy.
Ukraine.
That was
This was
sympathy.
still going on.
sympathy
So they've only got it by default because he was
Lulu.
second.
I'll have some Tarzan jokes.
But yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I think basically as a country, Great Britain have got to nil. You know, same old nil point. But I think
we've got to earn the great bit again, don't you think?
Yeah,
It's not great about Britain at the moment.
Yeah. But he did
Have
a
a guess
good
what's
job.
coming to the Echo Arena?
Like,
The World
shut up
Gymnastics.
interrupting, Jeanette, now.
Your sponsorship every 5 minutes.
I know what's coming to the Echo Arena. Some soundproofing.
Yeah, it's
Not familiar with local rag there.
you know, Ukraine only won it, I think, and this is just
Sympathy
my
vote.
opinion, because what's going on, everybody felt sorry for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but sympathy
Yeah, we
vote.
do feel sorry for them, that, what's going on.
By rights, I mean, in my opinion, I think that's Sam, whatever his name.
I'm going to go on singing Agadoo.
Hey, talking of Black Lace,
Bringing back
Yeah,
the old
Pete,
I
Pete
did
said
write- I did write
Eurovision
proof.
is political. It has
Do
been
the
for a
Yeah,
long while.
I could do push Lee out of the tree.
Yeah,
have
you
a
know, it
scoot,
has been
scoot,
very
scoot. Can
political.
you give my
for a
friend
long
one
got a
too?
long song there, Jackie.
And that's one of the reasons why, for a long time, I've never watched it, because you know, sort of what click sticks together. If you know
You
what
could
I
do
mean.
row, row, row your boat and then sink it. That would watch J5.
But yeah, you know what I mean. And this new way of voting, it's yeah. Go back to olden days when it worked, and you know, they do like sort of online votes and all sorts, and
Well, that's where all corruption is.
you know what I mean. It's ridiculous. You know, our sort of how did they work that out? You know what I mean? Somebody that's got bottom and got no points, and all of a sudden they've got like 300 and something votes. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It's what you call fixed.
Yeah. That's a lot of that.
That's why I wouldn't watch it.
And that's why I am.
I don't watch TV at all. So.
Well, Graham Norton doesn't present it anymore, does he?
Well, Terry Wogan.
Well,
you-
Sir Terry, the late Sir Terry Wogan, yeah.
I'm going to say
He's gone.
he presented it for a long, long time.
He knew all about Jimmy Savile, you know. He wouldn't even let him come on Children in Need. He wouldn't let him anywhere near it. He refused to have him in the
Hey,
building. when
Johnny, your namesake knew about him as well.
He's gone.
Namesake?
He's got
Drop.
because I muted him.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, he spoke out and he got silenced, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I
Pete
think
says
Manning
it's
knew
been
as
like
well.
mostly like that. Yeah, it has done for. I think that's why a lot of
I know that
people
we're all
who are in
married.
the same mind as me that don't, they just switch off.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, over the years, when you think about it, the UK has had some fantastic songs and still ended up with no points. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
Candle in
anyone
the wind.
In early days, it was all about the music, the singers, and the song.
You remember that song? Got a candle in the wind.
But I mean, I don't know how they can call
What,
it
after time?
Eurovision Song Contest because it's not about
On the Yorkshire version, in the candle, and I've got a bit of wind.
it's not about the songs or the performers anymore. It's
Oh.
did you duck?
No, I just crashed.
Oh,
I thought it was too quiet.
You know something? I'd riot. I'll protest over how shit your internet is, Lee.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the internet. I had too many windows open and StreamYard
Yeah,
decided.
well, that should be crashing Jackie and you.
No, it wasn't. It was me.
So what I mean is, I have
Running
now
with-
TV running off of my internet. I have Alexa's running off it, and my computer and Tracy's, and never a problem.
It's obviously not with BT.
it's Virgin on ridiculous.
Yeah, that's more like it.
But yeah,
Yeah, thinking of changing anyway.
you know, in early
Oh,
days, and I'm
Virgin Internet,
talking,
you paid me.
we're in early days, it were about the singers, the songs, and the performance, not politics and whatever. But it's sort of been.
Well, you know, the song can be performed by anyone in Eurovision. It can be anybody
Oh God!
that actually performs a song.
Warren's tried to come up and it says
to be bottles
nice
of juice.
not
What am I gonna do?
I mean, Lee, he could
I know. I got me
he
stash.
could be on
Oh,
Eurovision Song
Ruin
Contest.
everything.
God help us.
What?
Oh, don't say that, partners.
But yeah, you know, it's not about the songs. It's not about the
It gives
performance
everyone a bloody headache.
anymore. You know what I mean? Eurovision
Hey,
song.
get up there and have some exciting outbursts, and then just leave.
The thing is in the title, song. The song.
Happy.
You know-
Got the other stash. The other bottle of water. The one I have next to the bed.
This stashed as water.
I had
You
two
have-
bottles here.
You have a
That's
strange
the
individually.
bottle I have next to the bed.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Right. I used to go out for last night and a frigging drinks cabinet next to bed. I'd wake up on the morning.
The angel
Bacardi Brew.
I'd have Bacardi and a cornflakes.
Johnny.
Oh, she drank all. I couldn't. I cared about her a lot, but I couldn't cope with her drinking. She would drink me under the table every single moment of the day.
But I mean,
Vodka on
I've always
cornflakes.
got water at side at bed, only purely for the fact that I have the CPAP machine and it makes your throat and you know.
You get dry.
Hello, Lee.
You know, bro says it looks a bit yellow. Hey, sure it's water. Yeah, Richard says he stashed his watering tap. But I always have the Volvic.
I'm one better than that, Richard. Mine's under the street in a pipe.
And I've always got water at side at bed. Because I can wake up in the middle at night and my throat's as dry as a budgie.
Don't just screw everything up, sprinkle some politics. Oh, you're right there, Pete. Definitely right there.
Cancel pop.
I've been drinking council pop for years.
But yeah, if
Yeah, that's what I keep on telling Lisa to do.
if it's
So I've
sort
got lead
of getting to
poisoning.
that- if it's sort
I've
of
got lead
getting to
poisoning.
that week, shopping,
I've drunk.
I have to.
I'm drinking a lot of water now because I've had my last coffee. I'm not drinking no more coffee. I don't usually drink coffee past 9 o'clock no more.
Yeah, we don't want you anymore, Hyperly.
You know how many coffees I've had today?
We're worried about your chair, Lee.
I'm not.
Do you know how
If
many
he does
coffees
go on
I've
the
had today?
backside.
I think you've had 7, Lee. I think you've had 7 today.
And the rest.
And, oh, well, there you go.
Nine.
No, you haven't, liar. Lee, you're a big liar.
I couldn't even afford that kettlebell.
Right, on that note, I'm going to call it a night.
See you later.
And-
Thanks for having me up.
Nice
Yeah,
up.
you can
here.
go on it, and I'll see everybody on Monday. Again, what day it is now?
Friday.
It's Friday night.
Friday.
It's Friday night.
Yeah, it's Friday. Well, for another 30 odd minutes.
Right, catch you later then. Thanks for
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Bye,
Bye, everybody.
for now.
Bye. Bye, all. Bye, everyone in chat.
That was cool.
Oh, that seemed a bit abrupt.